Okay, so to begin, again, finding a comfortable place to sit and allowing your eyes to close partially or fully. And just noticing your feet on the floor, the support of the chair beneath you. Noticing how you're anchored to the ground, that you're supported by the ground. And then I'd like you to begin to reflect on your experience here in this time of the coronavirus, and in particular, any aspect of it that causes you any stress, any uneasiness. Again, maybe it's health concerns, financial concerns, not being able to get enough exercise. So I'd like you to connect with some aspect of this change in all of our lives. Maybe you're concerned about going into work. And as you do this, I'd like you to choose an experience that's mild to moderate, not a severe consequence. So for example, maybe you had some old trauma that's getting triggered by this situation. So please don't, we're not going to address that right now. Just something a bit smaller like, when you're washing your hands, maybe you worrying as you're washing hands, whereas before you used to enjoy washing your hands. Something small like that. And then when you have a situation in mind, a kind of begin to visualize yourself in it, such as washing your hands or talking to an elderly person or a patient that you're not sure if they have the virus. Visualize the situation clearly in your mind. And now drop into your body and see whether you can notice the stress or the anxiety or the uneasiness in your body. It could be a general sense of uneasiness, or there can be a particular place in your body where you are worried or sad. So just getting a physical sense of the emotion, because the mind and the body are so connected. And then offering yourself a little validation, this is mindfulness, to say something like, this is hard, this is a difficult period, this is a difficult feeling, this is what stress feels like, ouch, this is a moment of suffering. Using whatever language feels right to you. And also saying these words in a tone that you might use if you were talking with a good friend. So that's part one, that's mindfulness. And then part two is to remember that you're not alone. Whatever you're feeling now is shared by others. Might be colleagues, might be family members, might be neighbors, probably even people on the other side of the world. You know, we're all sharing this experience of the coronavirus together. So just noticing that how you feel is not, you're not alone in it. Maybe even reminding yourself, this is how it feels to be in a situation like this. If you're worried about an elderly person, you know, this is how it feels to be caring for an elderly person at a time like this. If you're worried about money, yes, this is how it feels when I can't work as much as I'd like to, when my finances are tight. So just acknowledging, if you could, the size of the cloth, that we're not alone, that we're actually all in this together. Each person's story is a little different, but we're all in it together. And finally, seeing if you can offer yourself a little soothing touch, which means to gently rub your chest or your arm. Sometimes we say stroke your face, but not at this time with coronavirus. So just giving yourself some gentle, soothing touch as an expression of kindness, because this is a difficult period for all of us. And then imagine that you were comforting or consoling a friend who was in exactly the same situation as you, who feels exactly like you. What might you say to your friend heart to heart? In other words, not giving advice, not giving false encouragement, but maybe just some words of kindness, like, I understand, I'm here for you, I love you, I believe in you, we're in this together. What kind of words would you say to a friend who is kind of overcome by stress at this time? And now, see if you can say those exact same words to yourself, maybe shortening them into just a little message, a few words for yourself. Words of kindness. This is self-kindness. Notice how it feels to talk to yourself in this way. So putting all this together, this is self-compassion in the time of COVID-19. That is to say, at any given moment, you could check in, notice how you're feeling, validate how you're feeling in a kind way, remind yourself that you're not alone, and then offer yourself some expression of kindness, either touch or kind words. And also, you can treat yourself kindly. Just remembering, how do I care for myself already? And then doing that for yourself. So when you're ready to slowly open your eyes. And thank you for doing the exercise.